I've already answered this question, and I keep talking about it on my social media handles all the time. And while I respect and admire this government so much, and they have done so many good things like abolition of 370 or ensuring that finally the Ram Mandir can be built, one area in which they have not focused at all is how to win the battle of narratives, and that is one through school books, and two by taking control of institutions. So these are the two, and these two things the Congress and the communists understood very well. I did an interview with Bharatiya sir some days ago, and he was working with NCRT, and he was on the panel of revising school books sometimes in the 60s, NCRT panel. So for the first meeting, they were apparently told to sanitize history. Like, do not mention any Hindu king's valor, do not mention any Hindu resistance. Just sanitize it completely. And even if you want to talk about the temple demolition by Islamic invaders, like just write it in one or two lines and say that, oh, they did it because the temples were very rich and they need economic power or something like that. So he said, and this is on record, you can see that interview on YouTube. And he said that I said in that meeting, but this is not true. This is not true history. We are lying to our children. We are lying to our future generations. They have to be told the truth. So apparently, after that, the person who headed that committee, he said we'll break for lunch immediately after he made this statement. And then he called him privately and he said, it may be true, but this is not what we want our children to learn. One. And after that, there were long deliberations and nothing came out of that meeting. And after that, for the subsequent meetings, he was dropped from the panel just because he made a very pertinent point that our future generations need to know about the correct history, and that narrative has not been changed at all. Recently, I shared on my social media a course book from IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. They have a MA in Gender Studies. All right. And in that, there is a textbook, and I shared the page pictures also. You can find it on my Twitter. So there they're talking about masculinity and, the image of masculinity, whatever. But the two images that they use to illustrate the point are from the 2002 post-Gurdwara riots in Gujarat. They could have chosen almost any other image, but they chose to do this. This is a very, very, and it's a textbook not even on sociology or history or whatever. It's a textbook on gender studies, for God's sake. But the images they chose were deliberately chosen of these two images. One, a guy with a saffron headgear, and he's holding it's a very iconic photograph. He's holding a talwar, and the other is some guy from minority guy. He's begging to that guy. So these are the two images that they've chosen. So what is the impression that they're trying to tell you? What is it? What is the latent narrative that they're trying to push? But unfortunately, such textbooks continue, and there has been no effort made to change it. And that is my great grouse. And I hope and pray that it change. I did have some ray of hope when the Home Minister had said that it's time to change the textbooks. But when it's going to be changed, I don't know. But having said that, I still have a lot of faith in this government, and I hope and keep my fingers crossed that it will be changed. But again, you need somebody very dynamic and very strong to be heading the HRD ministry, because obviously you're going to be attacked from all sides, like it happened with Murli Manohar Joshi ji in the past. But that's why you need somebody who's really strong who can handle all this.